Hi guys, and welcome to my Nine Inch Nails album Retrospective video. Nine Inch Nails was founded in 1988 by Trent Reznor in Cleveland, Ohio. Trent is the main producer, singer, songwriter, and instrumentalist for Nine Inch Nails. After recording album solo, Trent assembles a live band in 1989. Pretty Hit Machine was released. You have songs like Head Like a Hole, Down in It, Something I Can Never Have, Ring Finger, among other great songs on this album. The original album is probably the best version of the album you can get sound-wise. Simply because the reissue doesn't sound the best. I think that Trent gave Rykodisc just copies of the masters because he didn't want them to go off and steal the album and make all the money due to his bad uh, his problems he had with TVT records. So if you don't see a copyright date of 2005, you probably have the original. Also, the original does not come in a blue CD case like the CD version does. So I don't have the original. I have the reissue on CD and vinyl. Both sound fine the way they are. I mean, they're a little lower in volume than the original. They're not quite as crisp. But Trent really brought what do you call it? Industrial music to the masses. 1992, Broken was released. You have songs like Happiness and Slavery, Wish, Gave Up. A couple of, I think, all those songs we saw videos for, one of which was a very graphic video. You can get it on a 1997 VHS that has all the videos on it. We're still waiting for a DVD to come out with all the Nine Inch Nails videos on it, but Trent went on tour for this record. It actually used to be packed in with it used to be a pack-in with I think it used to be a single of some sort. It was packed in with another record. I forget what it was, but eventually it just became a standalone EP, which is a very good EP, which is not being reissued yet officially by Universal Music Group. I think those are the people that own Trent's masters now. I think. Very good record though. It's very harsh and with the guitar sound, it's way more aggressive than Pretty Hate Machine ever was. 1990, late 1992, Fix was released, which was just remixes of all the songs on Broken, which is a very good remix record. Trent pretty much released a remix record for almost every official Nine Inch Nails album. So if you can get this, get a hold of it. I think some of these remixes are on the TDS Best or Super Audio CD reissue, maybe even on the DVD audio version as well. Very good remix record though. I think Trent actually remixed these records. He would go on to make remixes available, or the actual master tracks to songs available so that fans could remix them, but I'll talk about that later on. Interesting cover, it's pretty plain. 1994, The Downward Spiral was released. Flood produced many of the tracks for this album. The album was recorded at the Pig Studios in Beverly Hills, which is actually the house that Sharon Tate was murdered in. Trent claimed that he did not purposely choose this house to record in, but I beg to differ that. I just don't believe that at all. You have songs like Closer, Hurt, Piggy, March of the Pigs, Eraser, the title track, which is very good. Eraser and the title track are like, they're instrumentals, and they're one of them's calm, the other's very aggressive in sound. Very, very good record. You can get it in original CD, Super Audio CD, and a DVD audio that will play in DVD players. I think it'll play in a regular CD as well, CD player. But I have the deluxe edition and the single disc, dual disc. It's actually a dual disc. Dual disc has videos on it, while the Super Audio CD just has the album as well as remix tracks from singles and demos, which has been. You also get a 5.1 sound presentation here on both the Super Audio CD and the dual disc version. Very great, very good sounding album, and sounds great in 5.1. 1994, Trent actually produced Marilyn Manson's first album, Portrait of an American Family. The original CD actually had some recorded audio from a fake rape or something. It was very harsh, and that version of the album was uh, quickly pulled from CD shelves. You can find it online on torrents, and it sounds a little pales in comparison in terms of sound. 19, I think it was 96. Trent worked on the soundtrack for Quake. Very good game. You can still buy it today. It's gonna cost you a little more though if you buy it at a bookstore. I've seen it at a bookstore. They want to charge you $39 along with some other old DOS games. But Trent worked on the soundtrack as well as the music, so the actual soundtrack, the sound effects he worked on, and it turned out very good. The music can only be heard if you on the computer version. Very good game though. Series of games. 1996, Trent produced and actually did some musical stuff for Antichrist Superstar. A very good album. For some reason, Trent and Marilyn Manson actually had a falling out. It was said that they just didn't get along simply because Trent actually destroyed the master tapes of this album. I don't know what's true or not because Trent went and said he didn't do it. But this is the Perfect Drug single. This song was not included on the album I'm going to mention here in a second. Very good single though. Produced a video as well. Very good video. Would be nice to see all the Nine Inch Nails videos collected onto a DVD or Blu-ray. I'm sure we'll see that sooner or later. I don't know what the problem is. You can find them on DVD, different directors' collections and stuff. The video is very good. I have not seen the single. I've only seen the single a few times out in the wild. But 1999, the Fragile album was recorded in Reznor's home and Nothing Studios. Reznor had a repertoire for recording albums in his like the instrumental tracks and vocals in his home, which produced some very live-sounding drum tracks and so forth. But you have songs like Starfuckers Inc., The Day the Whole World Went Away, Deep, and among other great songs, The Wretched. Very, very good album though. It's a 2 discs CD set, or I think it's a 2 disc LP, which is harder to find, and it sounds very good from what I've heard. It's also released on cassette, and the vinyl and the cassette versions actually have songs that were not included on the CD version. So it'd be nice to see that on the Ultimate Edition, which is officially being put together by Reznor. I think as I speak, it was said that Reznor put on his Twitter account that he was going to release an Ultimate Edition of this album, which will hopefully include music videos, live footage, and stuff that was put on the and all that could have been DVD, and just stuff that didn't make it to the album, official album. There is MP3s you can find out there that actually have the whole album collected. I did have that at one time, but got rid of it. I think I have it on CD or something like that. But this is a live DVD you can find in DTS and stereo. Very great. This is a single released. There's an EP. Just look it up. This is Day the Whole World Went Away single. Trent went on to give a song to the Tomb Raider soundtrack. Great movie. I haven't seen it in quite some time. Angelina Jolie actually and her father actually starred in this movie. I think the song he gave to the soundtrack was Deep or Deeper Inside or something like that. Yes. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck on something. Doom. Trent actually worked on the soundtrack for Doom. I believe he did the musical score and the sound effects, which did not make it into the official game. They pulled it from the game, or didn't even put it in for some odd reason. I think Trent just something happened with the record company, but you can still find those tracks out on torrents and actually put that into the actual game if you have the CD, or if you obtained it illegally, which I hope most people haven't. I have the game for the PC as well as the expansion, which I'll be playing and reviewing sometime. Very great, good game though. I've seen plenty of gameplay footage of it. From what I've seen, the Xbox version does not look bad either. Xbox 360. 2005, with Teeth was released. Very good album. This album came out after Trent went to rehab. He had some drug problems as well as some mental problems from family members dying and whatnot. Songs from this, great songs on here are The Hand That Feeds, or Bite the Hand That Feeds or whatever. Every Day is exactly the same. Only there's some other good tracks on there. And All the Love in the World, right Where It Belongs. Very good album though. This is the first Nine Inch Nails album I ever owned, actually. I think, yes. With the special edition, you can actually, the disc actually changes color when it's heated up in your CD player or whatever, whichever way you heat it up. This album, it's pretty good. Good writings by Trent, and it spawned some really good videos. The only video is all 3D, and Bite the Hand That Feeds is just a live video. Sorry. You can get this in dual disc CD format, and I think it was also released in vinyl as well. There's also a tour edition that was released. I don't think there will be a deluxe edition of this album for some reason. That's just one of the albums that was not released in a deluxe format. 2007, Year Zero, was released. You have songs that did not make it onto With Teeth. On this album, you have Survivalism, capital G, In This Twilight. This album is highly electronic, as all of Trent's albums have been for quite some time. This album I did not favor too much. It's not bad, but I don't like a couple songs on it. There was I think capital G or Survivalism, one of those videos. It was actually like live action type stuff, military, and as well as real footage from, I think, the war in Iraq. But Reznor actually was highly against the war in Iraq, as well as I was, but I'm not going to get into my political views on any of these videos. That's a totally separate thing. Something I'll probably never talk about. If I do, it'll be put on a different channel. I don't think I'll be making another channel for a long time. If I ever have to, I will, and y'all know about it right here. 2000 and what was it? This album came out in 2008, I think, or sometime. This is Ghosts, and all the tracks on here, they're all numbered, so it's really hard to say which is good, but it's a full instrumental album. Most songs are short, and you can get it for free legally. Trent actually told fans that you can download this for free on torrents. It's been available on torrents. He put it on different torrent sites, as well as I think he might have put it on the official Nine Inch Nails site. Very good album though. It's all instrumentals. I think maybe only one of them has vocals. I don't have this in any CD or vinyl format. I'll probably get it on CD, and if I can get it on vinyl for a cheap price, I will. I don't think any videos came out of this. I think what happened was Trent actually wanted the fans to put out their own videos, and they did. 2008, we saw The Slip come out. This is one of Trent's really good album, put out on a limited edition CD only though. It was, once again, it was put out for free on torrents, and I actually got it. It's on the official Nine Inch Nails website as well. Trent broke his ties with the official record companies, is now releasing records under his own, on his own, just producing them and paying for them with his own money. We have songs like Echoplex, Corona Radiata, 10,000 something. Very good record though. Did spawn some singles of a couple of songs that I mentioned there. Very strong album. It's short, but it's good, It was released on CD and vinyl. I think the vinyl was only a limited edition though, so yeah. Reznor did the soundtrack for the new Facebook movie, The Social Network. And from what I've heard, it's a good soundtrack. So Nine Inch Nails is no longer a touring band though, so that's kind of a bad thing, or not so good. He's going to do some work with Gary Newman as well, and some work with some other artists or something like that. But rounding out this video now, so thanks for watching, guys, and I will get back to comments as soon as possible. All hater comments will be deleted and ignored immediately, so go ahead and waste your time on that.